Yo, George Mo, this quick Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz fight recap. And Tank impressed me. Leo actually impressed me also in the loss. Leo got knocked out in the 6th round. But Leo, he really impressed me. The way he was kind of trying to bang with Tank a little bit. He was trying to be consistent with that jab. I felt like Leo tried to bang too much with Tank. I think he should have did a little bit more moving. But he's a tough kid though. Like he likes to bang anyway. But you gotta know Tank, he got a different type of power than what you used to up here at this 130. Like he used to fighting at 126 and 122. So he had to know that, this is a different type of power. But he showed a lot of toughness, a lot of grit. Tank was hitting him with some shots. He was taking it. He was trying to go. Tank was going to the body too, and Tank improved also, but I think it was because of Leo. I think with the last fight, people weren't pleased with the fight against Gamboa because Tank didn't get him out early, but the thing is, Gamboa, he had nothing left though, and he couldn't push the fight, and I think Tank might have been, he had some issues going on with his weight, and it was like right after the holidays, so there's a lot of stuff that might have been going on. You never know what's going on. People still have regular lives and real lives. So, but I think if Gamboa had more in him to push Tank, he would have pulled where Leo pulled out of him. Pause. Because Leo was actually on him. He was trying to win the fight. Gamboa was just trying to survive. But Leo was trying to win that fight. He wanted that fight. He was trying to win it. He was trying to bang with Tank. He was throwing his punches. It was commendable, but I think he should have used that jab and moved a lot more. And he was coming down, making himself shorter. When I felt like he should have used his height a lot more. But all in all, it was a good fight. It's a lot of competition at that 130, 135. And another thing, I don't want to hear people talking about, Tank was bigger. Because Tank had to come down in weight. Leo came up. I don't want to hear people saying Tank was bigger. Because they made the excuse the other week about T.O. and Lomachenko. When Lomachenko beat when he beat my guy Rigondeaux, and Rigondeaux jumped 2 weight classes. The guy still could make 118. He jumped up to 130 and fought Lomachenko. Nobody said nothing. They just said, well, he wasn't what we thought he was. So, like this biasness when it comes to black fighters or fighters that aren't white, non-white fighters, it's got to stop. Because Lomachenko, he was fighting guys that were smaller than him. He was bigger than everybody he fought until he came up against T.O. And they still kind of the same size. Like, he might be taller than Teofimo. So, like, that narrative that people were trying to paint, that he was too small, he needs to go back down. And I don't want to hear that shit with this Tank and Leo. Because when Canelo knocked out Amir Khan, and Amir Khan, we knew the guy he's a 140-pounder for real. Like, the guy was getting knocked out at 140, and you made him come up to fight at middleweight. Like, come on, like, you can't get no points for that. And he been knocked out a bunch of times. Nobody said, yo, Amir too small. Amir was too small. Canelo was too big. He made the guy jump up. Nobody said nothing. So, as it pertains to this Tank and T.O. fight, nobody needs to say nothing because Tank had to come down and Leo moved up comfortably and he called him out and he wanted to fight. So let's not make make that excuse to try to give him an out. And I like Leo. Leo's a good fighter. Leo did great. But I mean, I don't want to discredit Tank for what Tank did, because Tank showed that he's the man. Like he had a tough fight. Leo's experience, a world champion, hell of a fighter, and Tank did what he had to do. Now, at that 130, 135, there's a lot of guys, a lot of competition. Within the next 3 years, we got to get these fights. We got Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Tevin Farmer, still a good fight. Even Lomachenko, he's still a good competitor. If he's not trying to, he might be wanting to bow out now. I think he gonna do like Triple G, because once they got exposed, they ain't really want to take no real tough competition. They kind of want to stick to that one. Like, cause Triple G hadn't fought nobody since he fought Canelo. Like he fought Gervonta, but he lost that fight for real. And then he fought some other guy we never heard of, Mike Rose, Steve Rose. He ain't really trying to fight nobody. He ain't trying to fight the Charlos. He ain't trying to. So I think Loma gonna be the same way. He gonna go back to fighting these guys who smaller, who already had 2-3 losses, and they got a belt or something like that. He ain't really trying to get in there with Shakur Stevenson. He ain't trying to get in there with Devin Haney. He might get in there with Tevin Farmer, because Tevin don't really have much power. Tevin is a real tactical fighter. He not really strong. He don't really have power like that. But he might get in there with him. The guy Tevin lost to, he might get in there with him. He ain't really trying to get in there with the guys who banging. He ain't trying to get in with Tank. But over the next 3 years, we got to get Tank and Devin, or Tank and T.O. We got to get the mix in. Shakur, they got to fight. They got to fight unless these guys going to start moving up. I think T.O. was talking about fighting at 140. But, and I think Devin, he was saying he think about moving up to 140. I think Devin is a guy who can move up. I can see him moving up to 140, 147. Like, I can see him eventually moving up, because he's a little bit bigger than the other guys. I think he'll fill out, and he might can go up to 154, toward the end, toward the end of his career. But hopefully we can get some of these good fights. A lot of these guys don't really want it, though. I see Ryan Garcia, he was saying he wanted Tank after the fight. I don't think he knew, even though Ryan is a different kind of fighter than Leo. Ryan not gonna bang like Leo is. Like, Ryan's gonna probably try to get in there and box. So, especially now if he saw what Tank did, like with that knockout, knocked him out with a mean uppercut. So, yeah, we got a lot of fights, man. Like, these guys got to fight in the next 3 years. Like, these are the top guys. We've given them the eye test, and we said these are the top guys. We got Tank, Teofimo, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Loma still up there, Tevin Farmer, Ryan Garcia. Ryan's about to fight Luke Campbell. So, those are the top guys that they all got it bang. They talk a lot. They all say they're the best. We're going to have to see it in the next 3 years. Those fights got to be made. But with that being said, awesome job by Tank Davis. Awesome job by Leo Santa Cruz. Tank with a 6-round KO off the uppercut. George Romo, we out.